Hey guys, it's Jen, and today I'm going to be sharing a project with you created using the new Die Cuts with a View Pumpkin Spice Premium Stack, and I have also the matte stack, which is the 6x6 paper pad. Really quickly, before I get started, I just want to show you how gorgeous these papers are. Super pretty. I'll start with the big stack so that you can see what we have included here. Look at this floral. It is absolutely magnificent. You guys know I love florals. So there's 2 of each paper and they are double-sided. So here, let's see, I'll turn it this way so you can see it better. So we've got a plaid on the back, but that floral stills my heart. So it is a fall collection, but it's really got a little bit of a feminine touch. You can really do a lot with this. It's really versatile. We've got some leaves here, and then the back is this gorgeous wood grain. I love a good wood grain, and this one has those circular elements to it, which I really love. Then we've got this page, which is, let's see, I'm trying to decide how best to show you here. This is a cut apart sheet, and you can see it's got that gold foiling on it. So all of these cute little pieces that you could use on all sorts of projects. This would be a great collection to use for like Thanksgiving place holders. I'm going to create a layout with it today, but this is so pretty. I love the tone on tone, just leaf print here. Then we've got another foiled paper. Look at that pattern. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of retro, very geometric. And then the back is this pretty plum script font, and it says, "Harvest, grateful heart, air, hair ride, crisp air, hay rides, give thanks." All those sorts of kind of fallish sentiments. Then we've got this really pretty floral, and on the back of that, there's this gorgeous, I'm sorry, I'm doing this the most awkward way possible. This gorgeous kind of fade. It's orange to this lighter, it's like a yellowy orange. Really, really pretty. Then we've got the wood grain and the script mixed together, which is awesome. And then look at this plum. There's just, it's kind of a solid, but you can see how it really goes from a purpley tone down here to a red up here. I love paper like this. Super easy to use. And then we've got that cute leaf pattern with a tone on tone in the peach color this time. And then the back is this nice navy kind of tweed pattern. Next, we've got a photorealistic pumpkin paper. Those white pumpkins are very trendy. And then a cute orangey yellow plaid. Then we've got this cute little birdie paper, which I love. And then we've got the green tweed pattern. This one is really pretty. It's just got a bunch of typewritten sentiments, happy fall, hello fall, caramel apples, hayride on the plum. And then the back of that one, this is a little leaf on the yellow there. Very cute. This is like one of the cutest stacks I've seen. I love it. So we've got the floral, and on the back we've got a deep wood grain with those lines. I love the floral and wood grain. I can't wait. And then we've got this nice pattern that's kind of a leafy florally print in gold foil. And then the back of that one, we've got that same kind of text print, but this time it's on an orange. This is really pretty. I sometimes struggle with photorealistic papers, but every once in a while there's one I really love, and I actually really love this one. So this is Aspen Trees. And then the back has a nice tonal red leaf pattern there. This is just a simple orange and cream. And then we've got a yellow, kind of like a goldy maple leaf on navy. This is really pretty. It's some large, really veiny leaves in gold foil on navy. And then we've got that gorgeous fade again, and this time it's the orangey color. Really pretty. Then we've got some more of these little cut apart cards, and these are really great. I love the florals. You know me. Really, really pretty. Love that. And then the back of that one is that geometric print that we saw in the gold foil before, but this time it's on plum. And then lastly, in the back, I'm going to rip this out actually. This is really cool. There is a sticker sheet. So it's got, you can see lots of florals, little birds, which I love the little birds. They're just absolutely adorable. Autumn, thankful, definitely be using this for sure. So that's really nice that it comes with those embellishments. Now really quickly I'll flip through the 6x6 paper pad, this matte stack, and these are double-sided as well. Same patterns as the big papers, well mostly anyway. They're a little bit different. See, this is orange instead of, this was navy in the large stack. And then we've got a gold foil stripe. We've got a red plaid. There's the leaves shrunk down. There's a green plaid, there's the wood grain, here's the other wood grain, there's that nice geometric gold foil, there's a tone-on-tone green leaf, that's kind of hard to see but it's very subtle. We've got gold foiled words, here we've got that geometric pattern on orange, then the floral, the tone, the like kind of fade there, this is that leaf in gold. We've got that pretty purpley red colored paper, and then there's a plum paper with gold foiling on it. We've got the orange leaves, the florals, here's a navy of that geometric pattern, the birds, yellow leaves, and then some little cut aparts. Really, really cute. I love, this is, seriously, this might be my favorite fall collection I've seen in a while. So really, really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward and show you how I'm going to put together a layout using this collection.
All right, so I am grabbing the papers out of the stack that I think will work with this photo. And look at this photo. Isn't it the perfect photo for this collection? This is a picture of my bestie CJ, which if you've been a subscriber for a while, you've seen her before. But that photo is, she's like, there's fall leaves in the background and she's wearing a dress with flowers on it. So I thought a fall collection with flowers was perfect. So I pulled a few papers that I thought I might use for the background out of the premium stack. And now I'm pulling some of the littler papers out of the 6x6 stack to see if I can use them as layers on behind my photo. So I'm kind of just playing now with some of the patterns that I really like. And I decide to go ahead and cut down. The papers have like a little extra space at the top for the paper pad, so I just cut that little branding strip off. I have not cut it off that flower paper because I'm thinking I can hide the hole and then it will totally map my photo and still be big enough for that. So I really like the floral behind the photo, and I'm thinking that this dark brown would look nice as well. And it's going to give me a little bit of trouble because I want to use all the flowers on the sticker sheet, and I've used so much with that floral paper that those flowers take up so much presence that there's like not quite enough visual space for all those flowers. So you'll see me change that out here in a little bit. So I decide on the title, Thankful Heart, and what I am talking about, and I have actually talked about this before on a layout, I think, but I don't think you can say it enough probably, but she's a teacher and she is the best teacher ever. She cares about her students. I'm like grateful for the example that she shows me of love and care to other people because it's awesome and she is great. Anyone who knows her knows that, and her students especially. So I just wanted to talk about that. This is a picture of her, like I think I put back to school night, but it might have been parent teacher conference. I'm not really sure, but she just looked cute that day and I want to take a picture. So I'm putting these stickers on wax paper so I can move them around without having to commit to them. They are a little bit thinner than like a cardstock sticker, and so I didn't want to risk putting them down on the page and then having to peel them up because I didn't want to rip them. So that's why I'm using the wax paper, just so I can, be indecisive for a little bit longer. So I like that sticker that has, it's like a label and it has flowers on it. You can see here I've switched out that floral paper because I'm thinking that would have been too much. So I used that purpley red paper and I like that, but now I'm having a hard time like kind of trying to decide where I want to put the flowers, but I'm just playing around still for a minute while I think about this. At this point, I'm kind of wondering, is it too much to have that wood grain on the background? Because I think it would look really nice if the whole page was on white and then the wood grain was the strip. So I decide to change my mind. I can change my mind back if I decide to. Change my mind back? I don't think that's a thing. I can back out on my decision because this is my page and I can do whatever I want. And so I'm already liking this more. I'm a big fan of white and white space, and I feel like when you use a white background, it really helps everything else to really shine. I know that some people feel like white is a little bit too simple or something like that, but I do really feel like when you use white, all of the other things on your layout have a chance to stand out. So I really liked that. So you can see I just cut a strip of that 6x6 paper pad in half and spread it across the layout. And this is something I do often. If you haven't checked it out and you have lots of 6x6 paper pads, I have a series on my YouTube channel called 6x6 Paper Pad Love, and you can check out the playlist. I'll try to remember to link it in the video description, but no promises. But you can go to my channel and look for that playlist. So I used only what was included in those 2 stacks that I showed you at the beginning, besides those little letter stickers that spell out the word heart, and they are just some gold foam alphabet stickers from American Crafts. And I don't think I mentioned it at the beginning, maybe I did, but these stacks are new at Joann's stores, so you should be able to find them there if you have a Joann's near you. I think it's Joann, not Joann's, but I always call it Joann's. Anyway, I decided I want some of those flowers to be lifted up a little bit, so I put some foam adhesive behind that, and you can get those foam sheets at Joann even, just in like the kids crafts section, and there are some that have adhesive on one side. I like those ones, and they're really inexpensive, less expensive than buying regular foam dots, but you know, to each his own. So it is a little bit more work, but I feel like it's worth it. Plus I like doing stuff like that. I'm weird. I like peeling the backing off, like the double-sided adhesive tape and stuff like that. It's just satisfying to me. So cutting up the foam to fit on the back of stuff doesn't bother me at all. So I created a little cluster to the left of the photo, and then I also created a little bit more of one next to the little label where I'm going to have my journaling and my title. And then I decided to just put another little bit up in the corner where those 2 papers meet, the red and the wood grain. And I like the way that looks. Here I'm just adding a few of these little leaf stickers kind of on the outside edges of these little floral stickers. I think it just adds a little something so it doesn't look like one huge sticker. It gives more dimension even though they're flat. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really liked the way that they added to those little floral clusters. So I am going to keep this layout very simple. It didn't take me very long to make it, and because I just stuck to what was in those stacks, it really came together quite quickly. And of course everything is going to coordinate because it's all a one collection. So I'm adding some birds. I know that CJ doesn't really like flowers, and she doesn't like birds either, or butterflies, but sometimes I put them on layouts and I just laugh about it because I know she doesn't like them. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's sitting here next to me. Anyway, I am just going to, I'm trying to see how I can add a little bit more floral. I feel like it's looking a little bit plain. So at this point I'm thinking, do I need to mat the entire layout with a pattern paper? And everything is seeming just too busy to me. And so I am just trying to think of what I can do. I think maybe I could do another cluster at the top, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to take a pen and write out my journaling. I'm using a Sharpie pen because the stickers are a little bit slick, and so I just want to make sure that it doesn't smear or smudge. And I'm just writing what I said before about how she's a great teacher and I appreciate her heart and who she is in that example to me. So I'm going to stamp the date, and I'm going to stamp it at the top, kind of just in that little section where the leaves come together next to the flower. And now I'm going to put on some gold color shine. I'm thinking this might finish things off, but I'm just basically going to scatter it in the 3 areas of embellishment next to the flowers. And I really like the way that looks. It's very simple, but that's kind of my jam right now. And what I decided to do to add in a little bit more floral without doing another cluster is to rip a piece of the paper on the side, and then I'm going to back it with just a little strip of paper. And this is a great way to get another peek of pattern or color, is to just rip your paper and stick something underneath it, which I had done this in the past where I folded over a corner and did this, but Missy Whitten has done this. Well, she cuts it, but I tore it. Anyway, I just like the look a lot. It just gives just that little something extra. So I'm just going to add a couple staples in a couple of different places, and I'm going to call that good to go. So like I mentioned, you can check this out at Joann's stores, and it's just really a gorgeous fall collection. Here are some close-up photos of the layout. I hope that you've enjoyed. If you have any questions, just leave a comment in the video description. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.